Okay, so I figured I would show you the finalized starting stuff here. So you heard the starter motor running in my last video, but it has taken a turn, a change. So we've got now also glow driver, and you'll see these big old chonking resistors. So what I'm doing is I'm taking 1S, 4 volts, 4.2 volts from the LiPo battery that runs everything, and stepping it down with what ends up being a, what is this? That would be 10 watts. It's a 0.76 ohms. It's a 1 watt, a 1 ohm and a 3.3 ohm resistor in parallel. To step it down to run the glow plug, drops it down from the 4.2 volts to what is it, 1.5, 1.6, something like that. It's slightly brighter than stock, but I think it's still safe. And so we've got power and ground coming from the battery. The ground goes through this relay where when I press the switch on my remote, that blue light is the relay clicking. It's 10 amp. I was using like an auxiliary 8 amp wire switcher, but I burned that out pretty quick. So 10 amp actual physical relay works better. And the ground runs to the engine, just like the Traxxas wiring for the glow plug. It's also got this diode in it, so that power doesn't backfeed through the glow plug into the starter motor and burn the glow plug out. I had that happen once, had to figure that out. But yeah, basically the relay is triggering a ground for the starter motor and the glow plug igniter, and the glow plug igniter has these resistors in line to drop it down. So let's see if I can show you how bright that is. So I've got the glow plug rubber banded onto the exhaust there for the ground, but check it. Good to go. And I checked it with a normal glow igniter, and that is basically the same brightness. So rock on. Now I got to clean up all this wiring. Still need the fuel tank, still need the exhaust stuff, but the electric start is there, and that fan is mounted up and rocking and rolling. So yeah, making progress. Part 3, and hopefully the last part of the build. I've got the fuel and most of the exhaust stuff. So fuel tank, this is from a Nitro Hawk, and I chose this one specifically because it has a plunger here. I'm going to try to hook up a servo to prime the engine, and also that will let me flood the engine to kill it, or at least that's my hope. So I've got this. I'm going to mount it somewhere in that area. I've already marked out the spots on the chassis. I'll use 3 out of the 4 holes, and then I'm going to be using a Traxxas Nitro V tube 3551A to go from the exhaust header to the pipe. The pipe itself is a dual tip from a Stampede. I only got one of the tips today, so we'll finish this on another day, but it'll all be part of this video. And yeah, let's get this fuel tank mounted up. Right, so fuel tank mounted, fuel lines run. That one was run to the carburetor, I promise, but just wanted to show. This is the primer bulb. I've taken the spring off of it, and when it moves down, it pumps line, or fuel into the line. You can see it moving there. But also, when you push it all the way down and hold it, it cuts the fuel off. So, on my remote, forward for remote start, backwards for priming, or hold it to turn the car off is what I'm working towards right now. So I've got this. This is actually from a 3.3 slide carburetor, and a connection here, like so. And then down on the side, I'm going to have this little servo, which will hopefully operate that for me. Okay guys, this is the Nitro Yokomo YD-2 completed drift build. So quick overview of the controls. We've got throttle, brake, steering, of course, with gyro, and start-stop. Now, I just got yelled at by security, so we're going to make this quick. Start, and stop, which was intentional, this switch here. Let me show you how I did that, because I'm not using this little plunger. So it's very simple. I've got a servo right next to focus, servo right next to the fuel line, and when I press the opposite direction for start, it just chops the fuel line. I lightly zip-tied the fuel line onto the floor there. So motor stop on command with that little servo down there. You can see it right there. And start, of course, with this relay that runs the starter motor and the glow plug. And I suck at drifting, but it does drift. We're going to have to wait until I get the other half of this exhaust to actually run it on the track, because I ordered 2 but only 1 showed up. So, but it'll look great with the body. Let me show you how that turned out. Here it is with the body. I bought the body like this. Shout out to Jeff, my coworker, for actually doing the painting on this one. Nice blue and white scheme that I tried to keep under the hood as well. And there's the exhaust. It's gonna look pretty cool with the dual tips. Cut it a little shorter. That's gonna look pretty sweet. It turns out on the start-stop side of things that you didn't need to pump it. This 1.5, when I hit the start, has enough suction as long as it's not, at open throttle, pulling in a bunch of air. It'll pull in a bunch of fuel, and it primes itself. So I didn't need to mess with this button going up and down, which means I just had that kill switch down there at the bottom, just pinching off the line. So that's it for this video. And, well, shoot, I'll go into the back room and we'll see it drive around and then turn itself off. Here we are in the very cramped back rooms, but remote start. And remote stop. There we go. The stopping takes a while. You've got to burn through all the fuel that's in the line. And the fan works. Cool. So, yeah, that's what I got for you on this video. Let me get that other exhaust tip in and run this not during mall hours so security doesn't scream at me. And, yeah, we'll see you on the next one. This is a pretty cool build, guys.